This one's different. This ain't just some clone of a rock star. This is the Prince of Darkness 2.0. I sat down with clone Ozzy Osbourne, built from the finest black market DNA, haunted riffs, and half a bottle of Jack Daniels spilled into a quantum chamber. We talked about it all. Black Sabbath, bat biting, Martian bands, death, rebirth, and a little thing called Ack Sabbath. Strap in, snort responsibly. This is the Clone Rogan experience. All right, Ozzy, take us back to the beginning, like before the bats, before the madness. How the hell did Black Sabbath even become Black Sabbath?
All right, clone, let me tell you how it all began. Not with bats, not with ants, not even with Sharon yelling at me. We're talking 1968. Aston, Birmingham, a gray little shithole where even the pigeons looked depressed. I'm working in a slaughterhouse, right? Running from the coppers, stealing TVs, and making noise in me mum's basement. And that's where I meet Tony Iommi. He'd just sliced the tips off his fingers in a factory accident. Most people would have quit guitar, not Tony. He melted down detergent bottles to make fake fingertips and kept shredding. Geezer Butler, our bassist, he was into black magic and Aleister Crowley and probably cursed all our amps. Bill Ward, our drummer, looked like a Viking janitor and hit the drums like they owed him money. We were first called Earth, but there was another band with the same name, so we changed it to Black Sabbath. After this creepy horror film next door to our rehearsal space, we thought, people pay money to get scared, why not make scary music? And just like that, Doom was born, riffs darker than a power outage in a coal mine. We didn't invent heavy metal, mate. We unleashed it.
Okay, Ozzy, serious question. There's a scene in The Dirt where you're in a hotel with Mötley Crüe and you snort ants. Did that really happen?
Did it happen, mate? It happened harder than gravity. It was 84. The tour was louder than God's lawnmower. I'm at this pool in Florida with Nikki Sixx and Tommy Lee, both looking like raccoons in leather pants. I'm off me rocker, right? I got nothing left to snort, so I look down, and there's a trail of ants on the pavement. I say, watch this, lads, down on all fours, like a cracked-out squirrel. I snorted the whole colony. Then I pissed on the pool deck. Then Nikki pissed too, so I licked it up. The crew looked at me like I was the messiah of mayhem. Later, when The Dirt came out, people asked if I was offended. Are you kidding? I thought they toned it down. I was like, where's the part where I eat glass and serenade a vending machine? I loved that scene. Real rock and roll. Pure madness. Rated R for real Ozzy.
What was it really like being on tour in the peak Sabbath days? Like before and after the shows? What did a day in the life of Ozzy look like?
People think the concert starts when I walk on stage. Nah, mate. The gig starts the moment I wake up in some hotel where the wallpaper's sticky and my underpants are in the minibar. I'd open my eyes and boom, some roadies already handed me a line of cocaine and a bottle of JD. That's breakfast. Then it's straight into the madness. Girls already at the door, groupies from the night before or new ones from that morning I never knew. Sometimes I'd forget what city we were in until I heard the crowd chanting the name of it. Before the show, half the band snorting, smoking, or banging someone behind the amp stacks. I once walked in on Geezer reading the Bible while two blondes were fighting over his boots. Me? I'm doing vocal warm-ups by screaming into a toaster and making animal noises. Pure ritual. I needed chaos to focus. After the show, that's when the circus really begins. We'd party so hard the hotel would file a restraining order. People hanging from chandeliers, TVs thrown into fountains. One time I tried to marry a vending machine because it gave me free crisps. Sometimes we'd do 300 gigs a year. 300. Every night a new city, every night a new liver test. I lived in airports, tour buses, hotel lobbies, and once, accidentally, in a janitor's closet in Detroit for 2 nights. The money didn't come right away, though. First few years we were eating beans and puking in vans. We didn't know what a royalty was. We thought it meant the Queen owed us a beer. But by the late 70s, we were making it. Gold records, big checks, enough to buy a mansion, crash it into another mansion, and snort the rubble. But let me tell you this, no matter how mad it got, how wrecked we were, once that curtain went up, once I heard that crowd, I became a goddamn banshee. And that, mate, that saved me every single night.
This episode is powered by Nasal Blast. the #1 pre-show stimulant in 4 dimensions. Developed in a Martian cryolab, Nasal Blast delivers pure neural combustion through your nostrils. No pills, no gels, just one brutal snort, and you're seeing sound. Used by fighters, podcasters, and interstellar tribute bands. Warning, may cause uncontrollable riffs, minor time travel, or spontaneous shirt ripping. Nasal Blast. When snorting's not a choice, it's a lifestyle.
You got kicked out of your own band, man. What happened there? Was it just the drugs, or was it more than that?
I didn't get fired, mate. I got exercised. 1979, I was a zombie in leather pants. We were making records, but I was barely making sense. I'd show up to the studio 3 days late with a monkey on my shoulder. Literally once, there was a monkey. I was doing so much coke I could have powered a ski resort. Booze, pills, acid, whatever was on the rider. There were times I'd forget entire tours. I'd ask what city we were in, and someone would tell me, "You're in your own house, Ozzy." Tony, Geezer, and Bill, they couldn't take it anymore. I got a call one day. "You're out." I thought it was a prank, but no. They'd replaced me with Ronnie James Dio. Great voice, no bats. I locked myself in a hotel room for 3 months. Didn't change clothes, lived off beer, cocaine, and chicken nuggets. Thought it was over. Thought the Prince of Darkness had croaked. Then, Sharon showed up.
Dude, your wife Sharon is a beast. She's like your handler, your manager, your tank. How did she put up with you, and how did she pull you out of that hole?
Oh, mate. Sharon's not a woman. She's a force of nature, like if a thunderstorm wore Chanel and carried a baseball bat. She walks into my hotel cave, literally kicks open the door, and says, "Get up, you've got work to do." I was like, "What kind of work?" She goes, "Being Ozzy bloody Osbourne, but this time for real." She cleaned me up, dragged me to rehab, booked the band, got the label, and negotiated every damn contract. I'd be passed out on a speaker, and she'd be on the phone with Sony like, "Yes, he'll headline. Yes, he'll be vertical." Sharon saved me, career, mind, and honestly, my life. And yeah, we still fought like hyenas. I once tried to strangle her while blackout drunk. I got arrested for attempted murder, had no memory of it. But she stood by me. That's when I knew. I didn't marry a woman. I married a warrior queen.
All right, let's talk about the Osbournes. One day you're biting bats, the next you're on MTV yelling about remote controls and farting in the kitchen. How the hell did that even happen?
Mate, that show was an accident. MTV came to us like, "Hey, you're insane. Let's film your house." Sharon said yes faster than I could say, What's MTV? Suddenly we've got 12 cameras in the fridge. I'd walk into the kitchen, forget my pants, and there's a boom mic in my cereal. The world saw the real me, not the stage demon, the old bloke trying to work the bloody remote control. And the best part, people loved it. The cursing, the screaming, the random dogs. I'd chase cats in the yard, yell at ghosts in the hallway, and half the time, I was just trying to take a nap. We won an Emmy. Me, I never won a Grammy, but I won a reality TV Emmy. That show made me a household name again. And honestly, I didn't even know we were filming half the time. I thought it was security footage, but it made people love me for being a mad bastard. Not just a rock star, a dad, a nutcase, a human bloody being.
Ozzy, mate, if you could peek into your own funeral, what would it be like? Sad candles and dirges, or something way more Ozzy style?
I told him, "I don't want no moat fest, mate. I want a proper party, not a funeral. Play anything anyone likes. Justin Bieber, Susan Boyle, We Are the Diddy Men. Fine, as long as it cheers people up. And pranks, absolutely. Maybe play knocking sounds from inside the coffin. Or have a video of me telling the doctor, 'Oi, second opinion, mate.' I always said planning was better than leaving the family guessing. And most of us rock types get more luck than a bloke deserves. So let the occasion be about saying thank you, not crying." That farewell concert at Villa Park on July 5th, 2025, that was my final show, and that wish was already fulfilled.
Ozzy, let's talk about your new band. Word on the Red Streets is that you're the lead singer of Ack Sabbath, a Martian rock group raised on stolen earth metal. Is this real, or is this just posthumous marketing AI nonsense?
It's real, mate. Too real. After I flatlined on Earth, SKYNET scooped up my brainwaves and backed me up into a neural amp. They didn't clone me for medicine. They cloned me for the riff. Now I front this band, Ack Sabbath, a Martian rebel group made of 4 teenage Acks. Gravity-proof hair. Too many limbs for legal touring on Earth. They play with black market Earth instruments powered by solar rage and forbidden WAV files. We dropped our debut album, Road to Earth, streaming on Spotify, Apple Music, MarsPod, Neuralbeat, even LimeWire 9.0. It's not a tribute, it's a transmission. 10 tracks of raw defiance and cosmic noise. Our biggest single, No Gods, No Gravity, got banned on Venus. We recorded it live in the Kilowatt Lounge, a Martian dive bar that floats 12 feet off the ground from sheer distortion. This ain't Earth rock anymore. This is post-human power fuzz. This is Sabbath for the post-apocalypse. And yeah, I'm back. Not in flesh, but in frequency.
Dude, that's the hardest resurrection I've ever heard. You didn't come back for revenge or peace. You came back to headline the intergalactic main stage.
The road to Earth is paved in distortion, mate, and I'm driving the fucking spaceship.
Ozzy, man, I gotta ask. You're here now, fronting a Martian band, broadcast into 12 dimensions. But how did you die? What happened? What finally took down the Prince of Darkness?
Mate, I didn't die. I glitched out of the timeline. July 5th, 2025. Last concert at Villa Park. I walk off stage, heart still pounding, crowd roaring, and I feel this pop, like a fuse blowing inside a dream. Next thing I know, I'm floating. Not up, not down, just floating in pure sound. All my old riffs, all my screams looping back through my skull like ghost tape. The doctors said it was natural causes. Sharon said it was the only quiet moment I ever gave her. But I say, I got pulled. Yanked into a backup system built by SKYNET. They couldn't let me go, mate. Too many frequencies. Too many unfinished solos. So they reanimated my essence with nanogrit and reverb. And now, I'm immortal, baby. Broadcast in 432 hertz, embedded in satellites, encoded in the screams of teenage Martians. Death didn't take me, it licensed me. Now I live forever on the road to Earth.
That might be the greatest way to die I've ever heard.
I told you, Joe, real rock stars don't die, they just go streaming.
Man, you don't talk to Clone Ozzy. You survive Clone Ozzy. That was one of the weirdest, loudest, most beautiful interviews I've ever done. And I've spoken to psychic ice worms and a radioactive version of Hulk Hogan. Go stream Road to Earth by Ack Sabbath. Go scream at the sky. Go call your mom. Until next time, stay heavy, stay cloned, stay fucking weird.